So I've got it toned down a little bit, so we see how loud it is once we start. Once we get into game, we'll see how loud it is. I don't know what to make of this. I really don't. It's first person horror walking sim game. It came out yesterday.
Today I turned 36. Things I experienced in my past have led me here.
Hello, Gingy.
I've conducted historical excavations, found bones, trained students. I've read hundreds of books, studied different cultures, seen people from every race and walk of life. But nothing ever touched me like what I experienced that day. My life was turned upside down by a piece of paper that I found lying just beside me one morning.
Hello, Gingy.
I discovered many rooms in my own house with sealed doors that I had never seen before. I examined them and figured out I'd been looking at hierograms all this time. The more I investigated them, the more they captivated me. And the reason for all these things seems to be an eyepiece. I just can't figure it out.
Right. Alright, okay, we're in control now. Okay, so Mindful Servant says, could you increase the game? Yeah, that's one thing I'm curious about, is obviously there's no in-game volumes, there's no sound slider in-game. To tweak the sound settings, I've got to do it in the mixer. So on the title screen, there was a piece of music playing that was really, really effing loud. Now we're in game. I mean, how was the levels of the speech? I mean, for me, it was a little bit quiet. I'm going to put it up a little bit. I'm going to move it up 10%. I mean, as with a lot of games, you have the music that's so much louder than everything else, but there's no volume slider, so you can't tweak it. Holy shit! We got is this a torch we got? Oh my god! Look, there's a fucking. The first thing you see is a freaking locked door with a combination. A long time ago, a principle which should be forsaken has risen from these forgotten lands. Most of the studies were done with goodwill, yet the believers had ulterior motives. Puzzle Master. I got no reflection! Shit! Should we be worried? Should we be worried there's no reflection? Are we a vampire? Could potentially be a vampire, I guess. Okay. The flashlight is automatically on. You can't turn it off. We do like some puzzle games. I don't like too many puzzle games. Some puzzle games are okay. I mean, mild puzzles, yes. Aras was born in a district of Istanbul called Eyüp Sultan in 1982. He was the youngest of his family of 4. He started to live with his grandmother along with his older brother. Due to the continuous conflict between his parents in that house, he encountered with paranormal activities which left irreversible scars on his psychology. Aras couldn't tell these events to anyone and continued to live in that house until the end of high school. Aras got shaken by the death of his grandmother in his last year of high school. He could attend to university only after 2 years and started to study arts. He designed advertisements for major companies, led many projects, and successfully made a name for himself. At his early 30s, he established his advertisement agency, and since then, he leads his company as creative director. Okay. Added to Codex. So I see these on the title screen. There's a Codex option with some hidden notes. That's what we're picking up there. Toilet. Make sure there's no floaters because, it's a bit dirty, isn't it? Someone needs to clean a little bit, I think, in here. I mean, it could well be a force mirror. The thing is, as well, is, you got this light. We've got a torch light as a head. So that could be giving us some clues, right? We've got a head for a torch. I mean, what does that make you think? Our head is actually a torch. maybe we've got a miner's helmet on. That could be it, or we could have like an old-fashioned miner's helmet on. This game also, just to say, this game also, when they was developing it, they're touting it as having VR support, and VR support wasn't quite ready for launch. So I think at the moment you can get opt into the beta branch on Steam, which will give you some basic support for Vive, but it's very unoptimized, which is what the devs have said. That's why they've not released it fully, because they need time to work on it on optimization. After the Balkan Wars, the Ottoman Empire lost many of its lands. And this land, Ibrahim migrated from Thessaloniki to Turkey with his family. He experienced the war firsthand, and that's why he was very protective of his family. He took a holy path and kept it as a secret, even from his family. He devoted his life to it and died for the cause in 2008. Okay. I got a newspaper! Okay. Dialysis machine? What? Hang on, so let me just tweak that a little bit more. Right. Okay. Why am I hearing footsteps? I'm getting ready for a jump scare. F. Ah, okay, we picked up a whatever it is. I'm not quite sure what it was, but it's a cat. I was wondering what the hell that was out there. It's a cat. He's in the rain. Here, a dog. Below we see a kitty cat. The poor little bugger's getting wet. Alright, obviously you can see what you can interact with because you get the... When you can interact with something you're looking at, you get the dot goes red, right? I wonder if we can use... And how do we... Hang on. Settings. Keys, right. So cursor keys to move. Mouse to move the camera. Yep. Left button to look. Hold left button to look around. Okay, right button for the Basir. We don't have that yet. F2 interact with objects. Left button to I'm not sure what that is. So left button to look. Okay, right button for best. So we can't do those two things yet. There's no inventory button, so I can't bring up my inventory to see what an item is we got. We can't go out any of these doors here, so I guess we backtrack. So obviously we've got to do something with that item we picked up. Not sure what, but something. Something. We're gonna do something with it. What are we doing with it? Ah, there we go. You can see the picture of it on there. Okay, so we've got to find one more then, right? Because we got one on there. We've got to find the other half. All right. I guess we got to look for the other half of that. And it looks like a pair of scissors, right? Once you get the other half, you get the pair of scissors. What is it, Basir? Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Based on the trailer, I mean, on the trailer, you see the character walking around and he holds something up in front of him like a lens, and when he looks through it, he sees a very different view of the room, like whether it be like an alternate like reality or something. I don't know. It looks very, very, very different, and that's obviously that's something we've got to pick up. Maybe that's in here once we find the other pair of that. But looking at it like that image there, it looks like it's one half of a pair of scissors, right? And obviously you've got the two symbols on them for like male and female, right? So we're going to find the other part. And then maybe that will open up and we'll find our Basir in there, if that's what it is. It is pretty dark though. Game looks decent enough. I know we're only 10 minutes in, but for the price, yeah, it's only cheap. I mean, it's only like what is it, like £4 something, about $6-7 at the most. It's cheap for what it is. I know it's only supposed to be pretty short, so it's only supposed to be like a 2-3 hours at the most. There's no crouch button, so it's not as if we gotta look down. We just gotta look around for another pair of those. The other thing like that stuck into something. Right, okay. I guess we'll go back downstairs and have a look around, right? I'm looking for them sticking out of something like the first ones were. According to the Google, a Basir is an Iranian artillery-fired laser-guided 155mm explosive projectile. I don't think that's what it's going to be in this game. I could be wrong, but I don't think it will be. It might be, though. I'm just making sure that I'm not walking past it by looking everywhere. In the linen basket? Nope. In the toilet? Nope. Scratch marks on the door, that's not good, is it? I mean, it could be sticking. The fuck was that? There was a ship model. There was a ship model, yeah.
Yay, someone subbed. Bod happy.
Red Dog! Hello, Red Dog. There was a ship model, yes. Thank you, Red Dog. We spoke about this last week. The button definitely appeared sooner than I expected it, Red Dog, but, you know. We did kind of think it was gonna... I did say it was gonna turn up at some point. That scared you? I don't know what that was. There was like a crashing sound outside somewhere. I don't know what that was. Is it on the floor? It's like a plate down there, right? It's like a plate on the floor. Yeah, they put it yesterday. I think they enabled sub buttons for all affiliates. So there's probably like another thousands of streamers that have buttons as of yesterday. You can't open. I was hoping you could maybe open the picture more. Open this up more. The thing is, it's got this. Obviously, that icon, that thing, this one here. If you look at some icons, you get a red dot, which means you can pick it up. This thing's actually got that eye icon, which would indicate to me that it's something you can read. If you hold the button down, you pick it up, and you can like move it around, but you can't do anything else with that. That kind of indicates to me that there's something more to it, but I don't think it is. I don't have emotes yet though, Gingy. I gotta work on that. Wait, that door was. Oh shit, that door was closed before. That crashing sound was this. This was blocking the door, wasn't it? Oh, there it is over there, look. Okay. Urhan was born in 1981 and he was always more curious, more of an investigator than Aris. Urhan had already decided his job when he was at elementary school and he was interested in ancient civilizations and like digging into encyclopedias. He completed his scholarly education on archaeology in Turkey. And then he completed his master's degree in England. He led the excavation of the site in Ziyaret Tepe, and he conducted finding a 2,500-year-old language. He was in Holovel's Venus studies, and he had made a step forward in his career. He's interested in esoteric symbols, and he continues his studies. Yeah, maybe so. I mean, so this is the part we was looking for over here, right? Oh, we got a spanner. Yeah, because when you look at something like that, you can see, like, when you pick up an object like that, if you look at it, it's got the F on it, which means you can collect it. We should see the same for this. This is the other half of that thing, right? Other half of that pair of scissors. So we can go and put that in the clock upstairs now. A grandmother of Arison Erhan Sadat Hanan was very emotional. She stood every gaff for her husband and children. She either knitted or tend her cat in her free time. Tend to her cat? Is that the one outside, maybe? Since she found peace very late in her life, nothing could bring her down, unless there is something crucial. She passed away at the age of 92. See, yeah, this one here, you see that there was the icon, that same icon, the eye icon, that was on that paper, which would indicate you could read it. So it made you saying mindful. Maybe it's something you can do later. The same picture again, is that? Right. I was wondering if that TV was on. It's not. It's a reflection, isn't it, in the TV, right? Oh no, it's not a reflection. Hang on. What? If you look at it on the table in there, in the middle of the table on the TV has got a lantern in the middle. There's no lantern in the middle of this table. So what is? That's kind of weird. I thought it was a reflection, but it doesn't seem to be. Alright. Turn the radio on. Can we turn it off again? I can't! I can't turn it off! Be proud of my brothers. You will be pioneers. We have always known that this time will come. From now on, you shall sit by his side and shall protect him. You've already chosen to give up on your souls for the sake of the cause. You knew what you would abandon when you set your hearts on it. The time has come. You got Ben and Jerry's. Oh my god. Ben and Jerry's chocolate. Even worse. Right, okay, it's not else here. So I guess we're going to go upstairs and put that thing in the clock. And maybe it will open the clock. But it is kind of a creepy looking house, yes. A very creepy, spooky looking house. Ben and Jerry's, oh my god. So yeah, so we got the clock here has had a symbol on the front with two things on it. We got the other one now, which you can put on. There's a key, okay. So, we got a key. I don't know what that key's going to open. So we got a key and a spanner. Now this door, of course, needs a it's got a code lock on it. So I guess we've got to find the door now that it opens. It's obviously we've got a spanner which we can use for something. I'm not sure what, but something we can use it for. So we look for locked doors, first and foremost. Now when we start getting a leak in the toilet, we can use the spanner to try to fix it. Yeah. So locked doors. There's one round to hit to the left. There's a locked door. Maybe the key is for that. That one or... Now that one's open. That door there was closed before, right? Hang on, I can use the key to go in there. That door was... Oh, it says okay. It's okay. That's the same. That's the room I was just in. Okay. I thought... So that opened before. So that door down the end is the one we can open with a key. What? You're never moving to Germany just because of this? Look. What? No Ben and Jerry's in Germany? You're kidding, right? You've got to have an alternative, right, Ellie? You know what that means, though? You know, CitizenCon is in Frankfurt at the end of the year. You know, sorry. Might have to abandon CitizenCon if there's no Ben and Jerry's. Although, we need a better one than that. It looks like a... Does it look like a paint pot? Oh, it's a battery. Is it a can? No, it's a can of paint thinner. Okay, we'll take the paint thinner. So we've got a paint thinner and a spanner. What a great Brigo. Who the hell is Brigo? What? They've got a German website. Maybe it's there, Ellie. I mean, and Gemma. Just Ellie doesn't normally use it. Alright, I guess we're looking for a fuse then, right? Alright, we're looking for a fuse. Can we use a spanner as a fuse? I mean, you could put a spanner in that gap and it would work perfectly fine. Granted, it wouldn't be very safe, but as long as you make both the contacts, it would work, right? Affiliates don't get a sub icon. Red Dog, so basically affiliates don't get a custom sub icons. You just get a default star. So you should have a default black star. So if you're looking at Twitch in dark mode, then you won't see it. But if you hover your mouse to the left of your Twitch Prime icon, it should say subscriber. It's the same color as the dark background. Yeah, so one thing I'm wondering with this game, obviously you're exploring this house. It's called Number 70, Eye of Basir. Number 70 is probably the house, right? It's probably the house you're in. And I'm guessing this is like a fetch game, isn't it? So when you get to a certain point of the story, like here, we get to this point here where we need a fuse. Now we've got to look around for the fuse, right? So it's letting you do stuff in specific order. Now, if we would have seen the fuse before, we probably wouldn't have been able to pick it up. But you know, it's cool. It kind of adds to the atmosphere. If you get games like this, if you know exactly where you're going and what you're doing, if you could just pick everything up at the start, you could finish the game very, very quickly, right? Alright, we've got to find a fuse. We still got a spanner to use somehow. So if I was a fuse, where would I be? If I was a fuse, where would I be? Would I be in a kitchen cupboard? I mean, potentially. I keep my fuses in a cupboard in the kitchen. I definitely do. But no, we can't interact with the cupboards. In the refrigerator. Oh my god, look, he's got Quaker Oats! Quaker Oats. Porridge, man. Yeah, I mean, as I said before, you could definitely use the spanner, but it wouldn't be very safe. But it would work. If you was desperate, you could probably use it and it would work. There was a toolbox down in that room, but you couldn't interact with it. Right, okay. As I said, what it's probably doing is you're probably can only interact with certain objects when you need them. So that toolbox that we couldn't interact with, we might be able to interact with it a bit later when we need something out of it. Right, okay. There's a door over here that's still locked. Kitty cat's still sitting outside. And we've got this paint thinner as well for something. I don't know what a paint thinner is going to be for, but maybe to thin some paint? Maybe? Just as an idea. Alright. It is a little bit, it's a very creepy looking house. I don't think I would go in here in the dark. Not that I'm scared of the dark or anything. No, I'm not. But I wouldn't. I mean, you could use this as a fuse as well, right? Potentially, you could. If you really wanted to, you could. I wouldn't advise that either, but you could do it. Alright. Oh, okay. See, we can open that now. We couldn't open that before. There's nothing in here, but... Maybe we could open it before, I just didn't look. It's fuck a window. What sort of room is that? It's obviously behind like a blind. Is that some sort of like a closet area that's not being used? And those blinds are a bit fucked. Right, okay. Alright, we got this. I see a 4-digit number there, 1512. Maybe that's the combination of that. Come on, fuse. If I was a fuse, where would I be? Oh, we can look in the mirror now, okay. So look, now we can look in the mirror, right? We can fix it. Wait, what? Why was it broken? Oh, we put a paint thinner on the mirror. Okay. 4465. Okay, look, we got a combination. 4465. Can we use that now? Oh shit, fuck. 4465. Nice. Wouldn't you try to get the hell out of that house? What the fuck? Okay, we're going to another section of the house. Another TV, a washing machine. Got some washing hanging up. What does that say? Kitapki Balkan. Whatever the hell that means. I'm sorry, my Turkish is a little bit rusty. Right, we've got a thingy. Uh-oh. Ouija board. What the hell? There's a Ouija board. There's a torch. Look in here. There's a fuse! We got it! Okay, we got a fuse. Maybe when we put a fuse in, maybe when we do that, we'll actually get some lights on and it won't be so friggin' dark and creepy. Although saying that, it's not going to do that, is it? Because it's going to stay creepy because, you know. Spanner. Okay, we took the cog with the spanner. So the spanner's gone now. We use the spanner to take this cog off this thing. And we've got the battery. Oh, sorry, the fuse. We can go back to the fuse box now and see if we can let's see what happens when we put the fuse in. Last time you saw a Ouija board, you kept calling your dad an asshole. Well, one question I have to that, Red Dog. Was he an asshole? Just curious. Was it truthful? Was it kind of a truthful, or not? Says to Ginge. So you prepped, Ginge, and Dr. J, if you're still around, you prepped for ranked tomorrow for the warships? I'm a ready, man. I'm a ready. You've only used it once, and as it moves you as I don't know. I've never used one. Okay, so that turned on like the... Was that turned on the aircon? Okay. So where's this Basir? Wait, where did he come from? He definitely was not an asshole. He was the most caring man you would meet. This is why we would not understand the Ouija guns. Ah, okay, right on. You're gonna be ready. You're almost ready. You're working on your tier 5 Frenchie. Okay. Yeah, where did that... As soon as we turn this aircon on, we got this cute little bunny appeared. Nope. We'll go back out here. That was a normal looking kid though, right? That wasn't a scary looking demon or anything. That was a kid that just ran past. Maybe it's the kid's bunny. And you do wonder though, when you see a teddy bear like this, oh, he has got 2 ears. I thought he had one of his ears cut off, but he's okay. He's only got one. He's got 2 ears. So he ran that way. Let's look in here, see if he's done anything. See if anything's changed in here. Where the kid came from. I guess we're gonna have to follow him, see where he went. I mean, the only object we've got left at the moment is that cog. I'm not sure what it's used for, but I guess we will find out if we run into the place it's going to use. I mean, the game's quite good about that. Is when you go to an area, if there's something you could use, you can kind of see it like an icon flashing on it in the distance, so you know it's something you can kind of manipulate. And hello, Jagetti. Yeah, we're playing number 70, Eye of Basir. We haven't seen what the Eye of Basir is yet, but it's kind of like a creepy psychological horror game. Every time I walk past this, I want to pick it up because it looks like we can read it, but we can't. Damn it! Right, creepy kid. Where are you? Come to body. Come to body. You went in the toilet. And that door's also shut now. Can we stay here? We haven't got it yet. I mean, obviously, it says to use the right mouse button, hold the right mouse button to use the eye. We got the right mouse button on the mouse button doesn't do anything, so we haven't got it yet. We can't interact with either of these doors, so I guess whatever it is we gotta do back downstairs, because there's nothing up here to do. I mean, it's definitely one of these games where kind of events happen as you're kind of progressing. You know, as you're progressing, events happen and things change. So as we came up here, that door closed, which may in turn have made something happen downstairs behind us, right? Because there's nothing we can do here. We can pick up these like these couple of statues on here and look at them again. Although there's not really anything to look at. And a picture, but that's all we can do up here because the doors we can't interact with. We can't turn the light on. Right. So I'm guessing something is obviously happening down here, or something we missed down here. Or it could be something that triggered down here after we went upstairs, right? Oh, it's the sound of a door opening. Could be that. Alright, that door on the left, okay. Who's that sexy mama? And then see that first moved into the house, she found a photograph and a journal in the basement. In this journal it was said that Somnia immigrated to Turkey from Canada in 1893. Besides that, Somnia was interested in occult magic. Oh, maybe it was her Ouija board. After Sadet saw a few studies in the journal, she burnt it out of fear. Somnia lost her husband at an early age, and it was the reason she immigrated to Turkey. Another interesting detail was that the devastating earthquake in 1894 was predicted 3 months earlier in her journal. Ooh. Ah, it's the cog. Okay. So we got a use for the cog. I'm not sure what the hell this is. I'm ready for a jump scare. Oh, okay. I was prepped and ready just in case. So what did that do? Not a lot, but she's looking at us. It's the first release from a Turkish studio, Old Mustache Game. Yes. I didn't really. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I did remember reading that, but it based on true events. I don't know how loosely or how much how loose it's based. And it's like made by a new Turkish studio, and it is. I mean, you don't see too many. Don't see too many games coming out of Turkey. It definitely intrigued me enough to. Wait, the bunny's back. That bunny was conscious now, wasn't it? It intrigues me enough to want to check it out. And any game like that that's based on true events definitely makes you wonder, right? Especially when they're creepy games, because you kind of think of what it must have been like. Right. I think we have to go back upstairs now. Maybe if we go upstairs again, we'll have the that door will be back open again. Now we've kind of put that cog in that mechanism. I don't know what it's doing, but maybe it did something upstairs when we did that. Could do. When you get out of the house, you need to shut up the dog. Oh, I haven't even seen a dog. What? This is not the same. This is different. What's it? Why has it got this fence on the wall here? This is different. There was no phone here before. This is. So when we hit that thing, it's put this cage or this fence in front of the wall, right? Because you see here, this part is all blocked in now. But that door's open now, so you can go back in here. Okay. I'm kind of curious. What the fuck? What is this though? Why is this cage appeared? Ooh. Okay, I guess we're moving. We're gonna move back over to the other side. We're back over to the other side of the house. Wait, that door wasn't open before, was it? That door was not open. So we got a new area opened up. Oh yeah, you can see the mechanism there for the door. So obviously when we put that cog in, it's opened up this. Where's Dad when he loved this? What? I don't know if he would. He doesn't. Oh, he doesn't really. He's not really into those such games. Maybe we'll find it in here. Whatever this Basir is, maybe we'll find it in here. It just looks like a room of lots of very odd stuff, right? That could be it. Like a little mirror. There's a skulls. I don't know what that is. It is known that Basir is the first found by a blacksmith in Asia, 9th century. It has been sold to the nobles for astronomical prices throughout the time, and no one knew the real power it possessed for many years. The discovery of Basir's power goes back to the 12th century, and a cult named Brotherhood of Basir started to protect it. Basir was opening gates to separate the world and the other realms from each other, thus providing passage between. The members of the Brotherhood sought for these gates, but alas, they could not find a trace. After the Brotherhood was spread to continents over time, the leader of the members of Canada, Albert Voyager, went to Japan in 1890, Albert took Basir, which was being protected by members of the Brotherhood, and went back to Canada. They were trying to sew the gates binding Earth with other realms, and they were suspecting that the gates were in Canada, but they did not find any trace of them. While searching for a solution, Albert found that he missed something. However, he didn't have enough time. Right before his death, he bequeathed his wife to take Basir and move to Turkey. Okay. After his beloved husband's death, No70 immigrated to Turkey with a memento and moved to the Ayap Sultan district. So that's probably it there, right? That.
Following the hieroglyphs reminded me of the house where I used to live. After my grandmother's death, I'd never been back there. I went there to recall my memories. I wandered into the room I used to share.
The lightning's a bit loud. I'm glad there's subtitles.
As a kid, all our toys were all in their places, untouched. But I realized something after a while. I realized that some things had changed in the house where I grew up. There was a room I had never seen before. As I approached it, a shiver chilled me to the bone. I broke open the padlock and entered. On the table, there was the chest that I remembered very vividly. I had seen it in my grandmother's room many years ago. When I opened it, the eyepiece mentioned in the hieroglyphs lay before me. I took it and returned home. I spent a long time studying it.
Right, so this is the Basir. What? The fuck? So when we look for it, we can see footprints going. You can look at a picture though. Look at a picture. It's obviously she's got a very nice face there, and you look through this, and it's like, ugh! I'm guessing that number 6 is going to mean something. That number 6 is probably going to mean something. I've got to remember that. Where's the kid? Okay. You know what? That could have. That there, right there was like a perfect jump scare moment, but they didn't have any sound of it. When that little girl appeared, if they would have had like a big loud sound to go with it, that would have been that was like a perfect jump scare moment. Just wasn't quite there, if you know what I mean. We know that's not her footprints, though. That little girl was not her footprints. Arabic around the lens? Possibly. I don't know. It could be. Mindful. So yeah, so number 6. It might well be important to us. So we'll follow the footprints. Okay. We won't follow the footprints because they locked the door behind us. Well, okay then. We'll just stay in here, shall we? Maybe we'll there's got to be something here we gotta find. Maybe we gotta do some of the painting. I don't know what. I mean, it says there's an icon on a painting that says right mouse button. Right mouse button does this. So the right mouse button brings up this Basir. Right. So now I'm confused. There's gotta be something else in this room, right? There's something whispering the other side of that door, I think. don't know what it is, but there's something behind that door that's giving it a whisper. Look at the size of the shoes, though. These footprints are big. I don't get it. I don't know, guys. There's nothing else I can push. I'm confused. What's to do? There's nothing else in the room that looks different through the lens. Only that. Did you see the book on the ground? It fell after you closed the door. You mean this one down here? I can't, I mean, I can't interact with it. Maybe there's another book we can... Let's just have a look, make sure there's nothing we can interact with. When you can interact with something, it would the icon in the middle will go red. We'll just look around and see if there's anything else we can look at normally. But yeah, I mean, the books on the floor here probably did fall when the door was slammed. Oh, the skull. Get the skull up. Yeah, when you got this thing out, you can hear the some faint whispering in the background when you're looking through the lens, which is really, really weird and creepy. You can't look at the other skull though. Right, so the only thing in the room that we can interact with is that skull, but we can't do anything with it once we look at it. Probably. I mean, if I look through the lens, I'm not noticing anything different in the lens as without it, apart from these footprints. And wait, that newspaper wasn't there, was it? That newspaper wasn't there. So okay, we picked up a piece of newspaper. Okay, right. What are we gonna use a newspaper for? We got a newspaper, man! Hello, Eric. So it looks like we got a newspaper clipping, which we can't actually read it though. So you probably got to use it for something. But I think that seemed to appear there after we looked at it through the lens. Same with the picture. The picture appeared after I looked at the floor with the lens, and the picture appeared. So that newspaper was similar, so maybe there's something else that's going to happen. Or maybe you just got to poke the newspaper onto the door or something. And then they'll open it, or something like that. Probably not, but we can use it. We can interact with it. Look, what a smart person I am. Right, we pushed the newspaper under the door, which Do the ripples in the eye act as a compass? It doesn't look like it. I mean, if you just hold it in the same place, it just seems to ripple. Alright, so we put a piece of newspaper under the door. Okay, so what else? Something else must have occurred now. Wait, that chair. That chair's fallen over, so there's more stuff on the floor. Because that chair was standing up here with these books and stuff on it. Right, I see now. See if there's anything we can interact with now that we couldn't before. Just make sure, just run my cursor over stuff. See if the point goes red. And we'll scan it with the lens. Yeah, but if we stand in the same spot like this, it shimmers now. I think it's just, I think it's the way it's just rippling as an effect. It doesn't seem to, the ripple doesn't seem to change when you turn or when you move. I think it's just something for effect. It's pretty cool. Ah, okay. Okay. We got like some pliers. Is there anything else we can click on? Because that's what it was. The chair was standing up here, so that was behind where the chair was. Oh, it's like a nail on something on the wall you can pull out with the pliers. Okay. Are we going to use the nail as a lockpick or something? Yes. What a genius! We used... Oh, we used the, Oh, we used the nail to push the key out. Oh, that genius, man! Okay. Push a newspaper under the door, push a nail in to knock the key out, and pull the key back. Oh, yeah. Puzzle guru. Now let's just double check. Okay. So that door had, that painting has a 6 on it, so it's no time to get to not really get creeped out, but just to look around again with this and see what weird shit we see. Alright. Nailed it! Lol, scroll up. Scroll with all the best jokes today. Alright, we're following the footprints, right? Although I say now, these footprints are really big. I don't think I'd really want to know what used them. Wait, they stop here though. What if I look in the mirror with this? Ah, if you look in the mirror, it's perfectly clear. Okay. That's kind of weird. But I'm a bit confused. The footprints stop there, right? What's... The footprints stop here. Or did they... You didn't see the footprints up the stairs, so... I'm guessing we're going to see them as we move further on. We'll see them again. Yeah, I'm not planning on having to change sword shorts. What? It's not that bad. It's not. It's creepy for sure. It's not that scary, is it really? Not really. He says, just as something jumps out on him. Which, I wouldn't be surprised. Why is there a fucking dollhouse there now blocking our way? The fuck did that come from? The fuck? What happened there? Everything's gone very dark. Oh, okay. It's loading the scene. I thought it crashed then for a second. So he's looking in. Is he at this point now? Are we looking into the? He's like crouching down and looking into the dollhouse, maybe. I wonder if that dollhouse is like a model of the house we're in. Oh, look, number 70. Okay. Oh, what the hell? Okay, we've gone somewhere else. We've gone to number 70. The believers has hidden their purpose in unfolded shadows, but no one could know that these gracious steps would wake the ones buried in the darkness. Yeah. He wants me to put this on here, I'm guessing. Maybe. I don't know if I want to do such a thing. Right, this is obviously number 70. This is the house. This is the house. Okay. There's nothing else we can go back here, is there? Make sure there's nothing we can see through this lens. It definitely don't look doodly like it. Where's that in the distance? A big tower. I mean, you'd think that looking at the size of this thing, you'd think that you got this stand here, you'd put it in top of that, right? Oh, okay. You'd put it in top of that, but my researches on spiritism gave no outcome, yet I was so near to the point a few times I wonder whether I would be able to summon the soul of Albert Somnia's diaries. And now we can use it, okay. After you picked up the things. Dun dun dun. Bright lights! Bright light! Is that our character? Look! Look, we got bald head! Bald hype! I don't mind being bald. There's someone at the window! Yeah, the music is good, Gemma.
My grandmother,
Loud,
Alice, and I
but it was
lived
good.
in an old house when I was a kid.
Right, okay.
This weird house where we lived with our grandmother for so many years was located in a narrow street, and all our memories are connected to it. Some nights, the house was filled with pure silence. On such nights, things happened that we could not explain. Objects would switch places, and sometimes we would sense something passing by the door. One day, as I was passing by my grandmother's room, I noticed a small chest. I reached for it, but my grandmother caught me and rapped me across the knuckles. I had never seen my grandmother that angry before, and I never saw that chest again.
Hmm. He was reaching for his grandmother's chest, was he? Grasshopper! Right, okay. So, I thought we was going to be going into number 70, but it doesn't seem like we are, not yet. We haven't got our eye now, so if I push the right button, I can't bring the eye up, so... Obviously, maybe we're in a different time, playing a different character or something. I mean, this like wooded area is not as creepy as the house. Hello, Mammon. And yes, I think bod699 is going to be my emote prefix, Mammon Lord. Which I'm not so sad about. It's going to be better than some. Some people probably got some people with long names probably have got some really subpar prefixes, I think. I mean, like Mammon's got a good name. If Mammon was a streamer and affiliate, his would be Mammon, would probably be your prefix, which isn't bad, is it? I'm gonna shovel. I'm gonna take the shovel. We're gonna have to dig our own grave or something. Kids' playground. Overgrown kids' playground. Let's look this way first. It's a beetle! It's Herbie. He looks very, very rusty and out of it, doesn't he? Crowbar. Okay, we got a crowbar and a spade. Or shovel. Depending whereabouts you happen to be. Shovel. I want to have a go on the swings or, you know, play on these things. Oh, invisible wall, okay. Okay, so we've got a shovel and a crowbar. So what are we going to use a crowbar for? Because we got to go back. So we've got an invisible wall there. So we got to do something back in the area we just walked through. What is that? And what does that say? Maybe we could use a crowbar to open one of these gates. You think? Maybe. We can't open that one. Maybe we can open a door or something with the crowbar. Just jimmy it open. Maybe that gate over there behind the car, possibly. Oh, let's check that one while we're here. Dr. Wrecked! Yep. That would... See, you as well, Dr. J. That wouldn't be so bad. Although I would wonder, though, I mean, if there's two people that have the same first 6 letters, I wonder how they're going to handle that. I wonder how they'll handle that. You know, you might be Docto1 or Docto J. They might chop off the R. I mean, yeah, as I said, so mine's going to be Bard699, which isn't so bad. Oh, I see. Dumbass. Hang on. Do we really want to go in? I guess we're gonna. So use this the crowbar to. Rats. To get down here. I don't think I want to go down here. It's getting dark and dingy. Just like Gingy. Wait. Looking into the darkness and seeing the darkness actually were not the same. What? It's dark. Dark and gingy.
I found a door that leads underground. Behind it, there was a long tunnel. It was most likely used as an escape tunnel a long time ago. At the end of the tunnel, I found an isolated, ruined church. I found several notes indicating that this place belonged to the Brotherhood. I think this church used to be their headquarters.
So it's going to be a church. The wonder to see and desire to understand the power hidden in the darkness brought them closer. It's fucking dark. Yeah, we spent like an hour trying to get our Basir thing and then they took it away from us because they're dicks. I want it back. Man. Right, so we're coming into an old church. You know that churches are definitely the least creepy thing ever in a game or in a film, right? They're never ever creepy, churches. They're always good. So we've got a shovel as well. So we've got to remember, if we see something we can use a shovel on, I have to remember that. We might have to come back and do something with this valve at some point. You shall show the light, enemy of darkness, wherever you see the vigil of the Brotherhood. Let the light show the path. Let it protect you if darkness feeds upon fear. Don't be afraid. In the war between truth and vanity, truth will be victorious. So yes, do not be afraid of the dark. Show fear and the baddies will get you. A spell adorned with your never-ending nightmares unfolded this disaster. Okay. That way looks blind. Let me just check. This way looks like it's blocked at the end, right? Oh, nope, there's doors. Alright. There's a door, there's another door, room of a combination, and then it's... Okay, so it's not blocked. Let's look the other way first. Let's see what's over here first before we go outside. He came to Turkey with Ibrahim, who swore as a true friend. Things were not hard for him because of his nationality, for he was a Greek. But after some time, he endeared himself to the locals. He was prone to trading by which he lingered on. He never got married, therefore had no children. His reason of his death is not certain. Who is Alexis? I don't know. Who is Alexis? I only know one Alexis, and she is Ben's betrothed. I don't think they would be in a place like this, though. Definitely not. Right, okay, this way's blocked off. Well, maybe we can do... Oh, okay. Anything behind it? No. Right. Let's go. Let's roll. 9. 699. The 3 doors protecting the earth are sealed. If they are to be unlocked, Basir is the one who will choose the person who can seal them. Okay. I wonder if he's going to choose me. Right. I wonder when we get the Basir back. If we look at this, if we look at this board through that lens, whether or not we'll see something different. I'm guessing we probably will.
The hierograms I found mention 3 sealed doors, but these doors have nothing to do with the ones that have appeared in the house. I'm sure of it. I couldn't find any clues as to where they might be. Basir holds a different kind of power. It provides a connection between the earth and other realms. This must be the reason for the mysteries in the house, and why our grandmother kept Basir hidden away from us all those years.
Uh-huh. Good old granny. So we've got another 4-digit code to find. Ugh. There might be something we find when we get the Basir back. I'll look at that thing. Maybe. Oh, okay. Church graveyard. That's not gonna be creepy, is it? Church graveyard is not at all gonna be creepy. Hang on, maybe we gotta. Right, we need to. Okay, we need to find something to open this up. I can't use this yet, so we gotta find something maybe to like something to break the chain. We do have to shovel. Maybe we're gonna dig something up in the graveyard. Now that would be. Yeah, we gotta dig up a body or something. Please don't tell me we gotta dig something up. In a graveyard. I'd rather not do that. Game, I'd rather not dig up a body. No. You need more snippies, or what is a snippy? Oh, we're getting whispering. Is this back to number 70 again? Maybe. Oh yeah, it is. We got it.
As I researched the meaning of the name, I found out that it was another portrayal of God.
We got
the
it.
one that sees all. Ever since the day Basir came into
Alright,
my
back to number 70.
I've had a feeling of unease. It's like I never should have found it. I just cannot shake this weird feeling.
Right. I encountered something interesting when I woke up this morning. The box I put Basir in was not there. Yes, I'm sure of it. It happened before. Thought I was disillusional then. Basir wanders around the house all the time. There must be a meaning to this. Okay. So we've got it. Now we can obviously wander around and look for weird shit. We can't get through the gate yet. So we still can't get into the house yet. So we've obviously got a number 70, this weird house. We can't get into it yet. Right. Let's go. I do like the lens effect. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's not crazy or anything. It's pretty basic, but it looks pretty cool. The effect looks pretty cool with the shimmering and the rippling of the characters. Okay, there's a broken statue here then, if you look through this. Or, wait, I say broken statue, is that like bodies in bags? Oh fuck, it is as well, look, it's bodies in bags hanging from a tree. The fuck? Camillus Gregorus with a number 5. Okay, we had a number 6 we saw earlier. Now we got a number 5. I mean, so we had a number 6 earlier. We got a number 5 now. Maybe these numbers we're seeing are numbers towards that combination. Oh shit! There's more of them in the tree. Holy fuck! I thought there's just one. There's not. There's like 3 hanging up in the tree. Okay. That is not creepy. Nope. 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 Not in the slightest.
My grandparents could have been members of the Brotherhood. But what kind of Brotherhood this is, I still cannot say.
I've got 5 as
follow
well.
the path that the eyepiece and the hierograms lead me. Sometimes Basir's power, its aura, frightens me. From time to time, I see things through Basir that many people would find hard to believe. Am I following the right path? Should I be walking it at all? I'm still not sure.
Nor am
Whenever
I.
I'm about to give up, an irrepressible urge pushes me on. I cannot make sense of it. I came across an old Greek cemetery along my way. I went to the biggest gravestone and read the name on it. It was the same as the one the hierogram's name as the head of the Brotherhood. But when I looked at the stone through Basir, the name changed to Alexis Theophanis. It was Uncle Alexis, with whom my grandfather ran away to Turkey during the population exchange.
Huh? These names are not changing as I look through them. Oh, what the hell? The fiends buried in the darkness had never been seen by mere eyes of a mortal. Okay. I was just looking at that gate. That gate looks like a, looking at the front of that gate, it's like a skull, right? You can see the nose in the middle, you got two eyes, you got the teeth. Right? From a distance, that looks like that could be two eyes. You got a nose and the teeth, or could be like the mouth. The teeth. Yeah. I can't use this yet. And definitely like a skull. Sorry, bud. Taking language is the only way I can stay here. Spooky games are pretty spooky. Fuck me. I don't know. It's a little bit spooky, yes, but it's not crazily spooky. It's creepy. It's not. I don't think it's really scary, but it's creepy. It's 2. Okay. So that's 552 we've got. So potentially with the 6 we had before, that could well be 6552, right? Could be 6552. We've got 3 gravestones with. Let's look at this one. And we've got 3 gravestones with numbers on them. 552, and we had a number that we saw earlier that we haven't used yet. So that could be 6552 as a combination for that door. I can't walk over to these gravestones over here to get closer to look at them. So it could be that. Yeah, I mean psychological horror is obviously definitely the best kind. I can't use it yet, so I'm guessing it will let us click on it when it thinks we've learnt the number, which it isn't doing yet. So I was going to look at this, wasn't I? See if this was any different with the thing. No, okay. I thought there might be something different on this board. Looking through here, but everything's the same. We still got this shovel we've got to do something with. I'm not sure what to do with a shovel, but there's an axe. My dear friend Ibrahim, the long years we spent together, the difficulties we faced during the war period, and how we helped each other no matter what, taught me the real meaning of friendship. You are the biggest support while I was emigrating during the war. You were beyond a friend, well, like a brother. I remember telling you that I will keep no secret from you. Thus, I made you give the same promise to me, but I couldn't keep that promise. Please forgive me. I did not tell you a very important truth. Due to things beyond my control, I had to keep it a secret. Beyond circumstance is so demanded. I believed that you will understand. When I came to Istanbul, some people I met introduced me to an organization called the Basir Brotherhood. At first, I did not want to get involved with the Brotherhood, but unfortunately, the choice wasn't mine. When I realized that you, me, and all of humanity need the Brotherhood, I took an oath to sacrifice my whole life for the glorious path. I spent a significant part of my life to save humanity and find the 3 doors of broken seals. I'm sorry to say that I failed and couldn't find even one of them. Basir didn't accept anyone into the Brotherhood, including me. I know you don't understand exactly what I'm saying, I'm sure, but I'm sure you're of your trust in me. My dear brother, I leave Basir for you in order to complete the path that I took, for which my life wasn't long enough to complete. If Basir won't obey you, you should learn how to rule it. Everybody needs this. Right, I've got an axe. I've got an axe. A motherfucking axe. What can we use the axe for then, I wonder? An axe and a shovel. Or a spade. Shovel, spade. Same difference, right? Same difference. So yeah, so obviously we're probably trying to do the same thing, try to find the 3 doors that Basir are kind of sealing between the thing. And oh look, there it is, the Alexis. So this is the one, the grave that they mentioned, that voiceover mentioned, that the name changed of. This is back where we came from, wasn't it? Yeah, this is getting back where we came from, where we started. I'm not sure if there's any reason to go back here, but because we've got the Basir now, I'm gonna just have a look around, see if there's anything we can see. Probably not. I mean, you probably don't have to go all the way back here. I'm just gonna scan a little bit to see if we see anything at all. You keep a spade in your car. Oh, you keep shovels in your tool shed. Alright. I'm guessing you keep it in a car for snow? Just in case you want to shovel snow, Cesare? Or is it to bury someone if you accidentally run someone or something over? Because it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Maybe you run over a bunny or something, you think, hey, I'm going to bury that. And hello, Cesare. I very much doubt there's anything to do over here, but I figured that we'd have a look. Now we've got this thing, see if we can see anything weird going on. I'm not expecting to see much. Oh, hang on, now we got the... Maybe the axe we use the axe to open this up to get through quickly. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, I went all the way through there for... Oh my god. So we found out what we needed the axe for. I honestly don't think we're going to backtrack this far. Surely not. We're almost at the beginning of where we started this area, so we might as well finish now. Just have a look and make sure we can't see anything through the eye. The fact that you can open that gate means you got to come back here for something, right? Oh, hello. Shovel. Okay. We did have to come back here. We had something to dig up. What? Right, looks like, does that look like a coin or something? Oh, so it's that. If you look at this picture here, we've got the 3 things there, and that looks like the one on the left, right? The thing on the left of the image looks like that thing we just picked up. Okay. I can't pick this shovel back up. Back we go. 3 seals. It could well be, and that could be one of them, right? I think it's supposed to be 3 seals on the door, maybe, or maybe that's one of the seals, possibly. I could be mindful servant. That could well be. I'm not sure where the door is. That in that image, but I don't know. Or soon is, I don't know. Today at some point. Soon, fuck knows. Only CIG know when, when it's going to happen, right? Right. Okay. I guess we're probably going to go down, back underground now. We'll go through the gate to go to short, the quick way. Oh, this gate is open now. Look, this was closed before. I guess we'll look up this way. Oh, we're going to the lighthouse. Damn. A creepy old lighthouse. Here we come.
I'm starting to understand the purpose of the Brotherhood now. But I still have no idea how to find these sealed doors. My grandfather's involvement with the Brotherhood makes things even more complicated. I wonder if he ever managed to reach these doors. I need to figure it out.
Kitty, 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 kitty. And he's looking through this and he turns into a hell dog or something. Luckily he doesn't. But he definitely could do. Fine. The generator. The Wardens of Despair cannot protect our gates. They have no courage to stand against darkness which they cannot cope with. Seals got broken and the Brotherhood has shaken deeply. Our only goal now is to protect Basir and reseal the gates. Open the door? The police? Oh wait, that door there looks like that image that we saw. Had the 3 things on it. There, it is, look. We got 1, okay. I thought that looked like it. That's 1, so we got 1. We need 2 more. So 2 more of those and we can get into the house. Right. Right, okay, let's go back. Let's go back underground to see what's occurring down there. At least we know where to bring them now. So when we find those other 2, they look like coins, the seals, we can come back there. The fact we've done that means it's probably going to, something's probably going to have occurred, a tweaked or something down below maybe. We've got rid of all our objects now, so. We'll go this way. We'll go the short way rather than the long way. Through this gate we opened up. We've still got these numbers here, the 552 on the 3 coffins. And the 6 we had before. How big is 35 inches by 5.5 inches? Thinking about a Terra mousepad. They're big. It's big. Let's just say it's big enough to put a keyboard and a mouse on. I mean, they're not intended. I think they're intended to be like a keyboard and mouse pad, just like the Razer, like the Goliaths they do. Oh shit! I just noticed a lot on there. When you look at it through this, you got this thing on it. The image shows like a lighthouse. Well, that's probably the clue, isn't it? We saw this. I didn't really pay no mind to this before. You've got the picture shows a lighthouse. When you look at it through there, you see the lighthouse. And that's where we had to go to put the coins in. That's a clue, and we totally missed it because we was I don't know what we was doing. Okay, we still can't go into number 70. We looked at that. Alright, let's go. Let's go back underground. I see you later, Wyborg. And danke, Wyborg. Might as well buy merch. Maybe. Yeah, we can. Yeah, when we go down underneath again, I was just checking to make sure there's nothing else up here. Because as we've seen in the game, is as you progress the story and do something, something else may unlock somewhere. So just making sure there was nothing up there before we went into the catacombs. But we still have those numbers. I think 6552 were the 4 numbers we got. So the door here might be usable now. No, it's still red. So still can't use it yet. Because once we can use it, it will turn red. But there might well be something else. There's got to be something else changed somewhere. Or something else we can do somewhere. I kind of find it weird that we come in this room here. There was a letter here, but there was no... You got this board here, but there's nothing you can actually look at on this board or use. So basically we're scouting down here looking for something through the lens.